based just across the way there at London Junction now.
Oh yeah, she's in the
You won't go on this, I don't think you're in there today.
She used to work.
She used to work at Luke, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, we're down one of our clients, we do their SEO.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you guys are particularly interested in? Because are you from sort of design, Craven, technical backgrounds? Anybody interested in SEO?
Yeah.
PPC.
You're a PPC, okay.
And one of my second year projects is about SEO and
Okay.
making sure our website runs as fast as it can run.
Great, okay. So I guess the first thing I'll say about SEO is that most of the people we recruit from a sort of graduate background don't tend to come from new media or degree background.
Sorry, is this the digital festival?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
So,
People.
often they are from, we've had 3-4 philosophy graduates, people from a maths and sort of more business background as well. Because SEO is about problem solving, less about sort of drawing and coding. Attention to detail is important in every job, but not so much in SEO, where it's where code who's really capable of focusing in. You've got to be able to think outside of the box and come up with creative solutions. So I won't go through it, I'll just talk you through a couple of examples. So one of our clients is Nando's. We won the Nando's project because their brief was to create an extranet for their staff. Their staff are aged 18 to 25, but they don't have access to a computer in the store, and they're 18 to 25-year-olds. So getting them to log on to a corporate extranet at home in their leisure time was a big ask. So we listened to the brief and we thought, this isn't a website, this is Facebook, as far as we're concerned. So we went back with an extranet, which is a content managed website, but it is essentially completely integrated with Facebook, so you connect to it via your Facebook profile. And we identified that the major problem they had with the website was actually reaching them and telling them they even existed. So they could put an insert in their wage slip, or if they had their emails, and actually they had a relatively small number of their staff's emails, 7,500 staff, they could email them, but we know that the open rate would be maybe 30%, and then of those, maybe 30% would actually log on. So you're talking about maybe 5% of their actual staff would bother. And then they leave, but they've got nearly, probably more than 400,000 fans on Facebook, and almost all their staff are fans of their own organisation on Facebook, and they share photos of their staff nights out on Facebook. And we found all this conversation, brought it to them and said the way to do this is to get one, and they're called Nando's, I don't know if people are fans of Nando's, to come to a conference in London, and we'll run a whole live event based around Facebook. So they'll all come in, they'll all log in, we'll set up a wireless network, and then we'll take them and they will friend all of their fellow colleagues via Facebook, and then invite them to join the staff extranet. And that way, whenever somebody likes or shares a piece of content, it comes out of the extranet into Facebook. You can only access it if you're a Nando's member of staff. So that's an example of where we go in on the social media touch point, but actually in the end of that, what we're actually building is a website integrated with Facebook. Search engine optimization is at the core of eBuyer.com, one of our core clients. So we're working on a Christmas campaign for them at the moment. And one of the ideas, or this is in the process of hopefully being signed off, is to come up with a Treat Your Geek application within Facebook where you can create a short list of products that you want and share it with the people who are going to buy your presents. The purpose of that is an SEO requirement, because what we'll do is we'll take a feed from that and create a website where that wish list is online, and each link on the wish list will be a link back to eBuyer. So you've got a perfectly legitimate source of in-links to the eBuyer website. If there are 1,000 people with 10 items on each list, we've just built 100,000 links. So that's an SEO requirement, which turns into a sort of quite creative competition-based app, and has a whole creative treatment and so on. So that's what we're about as an agency. It's very sort of very commercially focused. We don't, like, if you're about to go to Nurico, for instance, they do a lot of user experience stuff for children and games, and you've been to Make Bad High, so they do a lot more sort of soft and lovely stuff. They also do commercial stuff, but we're all about quite commercially focused stuff. Okay, so I'll give you a quick tour of the office. We've put some signs up for each discipline, so you should be able to work out
I know it's my way.
yeah, wherever it is. So feel free to, I'll sort of